Hello and welcome to Stay Tech. I'm Kyle and I'm here to help you get the most out of your tech. Today I'll be showing you 3 of my favorite uses for AI. Planning my meals as well as grocery lists, creating travel itinerary for places I want to visit or am going to, and finally writing thank you or sympathy cards. I'm just so bad when I'm faced with a blank page of coming up with the words I want to say, and AI really helps with that. And I might throw in a few extra examples at the end of some other great uses I found for it. With that, let's dive in. So to get started, we need to pick a tool. I'll be using Google Bard for this. I think most people, especially if you're on YouTube, have a Google account already, but ChatGPT and Bing AI are also great options. It's also important to keep in mind that with all generative AI, it will confidently make things up, including references, so it's important to check its work. AI can be remarkably helpful, but also remarkably incompetent. Okay, well, let's dive into meal planning. So I found using AI to generate plans for meals very helpful, especially like creating the shopping list afterwards of getting everything I need. So first things first, we're going to go to bard.google.com and then we're going to paste it in. So please give me 5 healthy dinners that can be made in 20 minutes with a grocery list. Let's hit enter on that. It takes a few seconds for stuff to come back, but still much quicker than I could think about, edit, and write here, especially with the pictures. So that's one thing that Bard does that ChatGPT doesn't do yet, is add images here. So we have 5 healthy dinners that can be made in 20 minutes. Salmon with roasted vegetables with the ingredients. We also have chicken stir fry, pasta with tomato sauce, tofu scramble, and grilled cheese sandwiches. And again, you could go by, like, if you want to be vegetarian, if you want to be paleo, all these things, it can kind of specify more for you. So we have an attempt at a grocery list here that I'm not thrilled with. So let's give that another try. Provide a separate grocery list categorized by department with no images. Awesome. So here we have our ingredients, instructions with pictures. Again, you could ask to sub any of these. We have to hit continue because we ran out of characters. So we got our shrimp scampi, but we did not get our grocery list. Is the grocery list missing anything from any of the recipes above? Extra firm tofu, pasta. So again, like, if you notice that it's missing stuff, again, you just got to check its work. So this is probably not the best example to start with, but I'm leaving it here. With that, let's get into planning trips. I do think it works really well for this. So let's reset the chat, and we'll test it out in Durham, North Carolina. We'll see how it does, and we'll check its work. So give me a 5-day itinerary for visiting and exploring Durham, North Carolina. But here we go. Day 1, arrive in Durham, check into your hotel. Visit the Serapedu Gardens. They're an awesome garden we have here, especially in the spring. They have cherry blossoms. And then finally, day 5, visit the Durham Co-op or the Nasher's Museum of Art gift shop. Have breakfast at Dame's Chicken and Waffles. That's definitely something you should do if you come visit Durham. And then relax for your flight home. So it's looking out for you. Again, what's great is you can ask for substitutions or make it your own. Again, add your own places if you find something else. One other thing to note is it has different drafts that you can check out. It gives you 3 replies for every reply. So we could also see alternative itineraries if we, I guess, hadn't moved on. So keep that in mind. With that, let's get into writing cards. AI in general is a great solution for never having to face a blank page again. I'm especially bad at coming up with what to say in thank you or sympathy cards, and generative AI can really help with this. It may sound a bit impersonal at first, But I would argue that it's actually a great tool for finding exactly the words you want to say, making it more personal. It's kind of like having the card aisle with you wherever you are, just finding that perfect card, saying exactly what you wanted to say to that person, even if you didn't have the words off the top of your head. So with that, we'll try this prompt out. Give me 10 meaningful examples of what I could write in a thank you card and some suggestions of how I can make what I write more personal. So thank you for the gift. I love it. It was so thoughtful of you to get me something I will really enjoy. Thank you for being a great teacher, boss. So it's giving you other suggestions here. So it was saying thank you for just all kinds of nice things. But now we're going to get 10 examples for a gift with suggestions of how they can be more personal. So adding more context, all that stuff, like it's trying to read your mind to some degree. It's trying to give you the best it can. So give it as much information so it doesn't have to read your mind. It'll actually be able to help you. This is great for communicating with people in general, but also for computers. Thank you so much for the thoughtful gift. I can't wait to use it. I was surprised and delighted to receive your gift. It's exactly what I wanted. These are all nice things. And then you can mention something specific about the gift you like, share a memory, or write from the heart. So that's what we're kind of after here. But let's say we really liked number 1, I guess. So apply the suggestions to number 1. And let's see what it does. So now we have a nice template of what we could write in a little bit longer card. We could make it longer, we could make it shorter, but definitely great bones of a meaningful thank you card to somebody. Especially helpful if it's like a sympathy card when I have even less words. But yeah, with that, let's get into some other fun examples that I thought of in making this video. So some other great uses. Treat it a bit like Wikipedia if Google searches aren't quite satisfying your questions. So like you're not finding exactly the right link to click. The Google juice isn't working that day. But like Wikipedia will give you like an attempt that you might not trust, but it's a great starting place. So yeah, what's awesome about AI is it'll attempt to give you exactly what you're looking for, like combinations of things, very, very specific things. The more niche, the less information it has, the less accurate it might be, but it's a great starting place a lot of the time. You can use it to summarize YouTube videos, long articles, legal agreements, like terms of service, like privacy agreements. What am I signing up for here? Then also for like creating guides for things you know. This is especially helpful for me. Like I have friends ask me, how do I change this setting in this app on my phone? And I can figure it out on my phone. But then once I do it, I have to like type it all out, maybe screenshot it, record a video, all this stuff, versus I can be like, ChatGPT, please make me a guide, or Bard, please make me a guide for this. And I can see the steps it gives out, listed out in way better, more precise language than I would personally use. And I can check it on my phone quick, and then if it looks good, just send it on away. And it's going to be a better solution for that person than if I had tried to just quickly reply with a text. So great for that kind of stuff you already know, but you really don't want to take all the time to write it. Just have it write it for you and check it, send it on its way. There's so much that AI can do, and I'd love it if you shared some of your examples in the comments below of where you have found it useful. Please share this video with anyone you think might find it useful also. That's super helpful to me. And give it a like and maybe subscribe. We'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.